The city of Accra never truly slept. Cars hummed like restless thoughts, streetlights blinked like tired eyes, and somewhere in the distance, music played from a bar where people pretended not to be lonely. This was where Amma lived, 24 years old, soft-spoken, with a warm smile that hid years of disappointment. To anyone watching from the outside, Amma's life looked beautiful. She had a decent job at a media company, fashionable clothes, and social media full of glowing selfies. But behind the camera lens, her world felt painfully empty. Every night, she would lie in bed scrolling endlessly through photos of couples holding hands, celebrating anniversaries, laughing like love was the easiest thing in the world. Amma had loved before, deeply, completely, foolishly. Her first serious relationship had been with Kojo, a charming university mate who knew exactly how to make her feel special. At first, he called her "my queen," promised her forever, and swore she was different. But as months passed, the sweet words faded. Calls went unanswered. Excuses replaced honesty. Eventually, Amma discovered the truth. She wasn't the only one. The heartbreak had changed her. Now, years later, she found herself stuck in a cycle, meeting new men, hoping each one would be different, only to end up disappointed again. Some wanted only her body, some wanted attention without commitment. Others disappeared the moment things became serious. One Friday evening, Amma sat with her best friend, Effia, at a rooftop cafe overlooking the city. The golden sunset painted the sky with beautiful colors, yet Amma felt none of its warmth. "You're too good for these boys," Effia said, sipping her drink slowly. "You keep giving your heart to people who haven't even learned how to hold one." Amma forced a smile. "I'm just tired, Effia. I'm tired of being alone." "You're not alone. You have yourself. You have your dreams." "But that's not enough," Amma whispered. "I want love, real love, someone who chooses me every day." That night, as she walked home under flickering streetlights, Amma made a silent decision. She would no longer sit around waiting for love. She would search for it, intentionally, actively, fearlessly. She didn't know it yet, but that decision would take her on a journey far beyond Accra, across cities, across hearts, and deep into the parts of herself she had been avoiding. And this was only the beginning. Weeks later, Amma found herself in Kumasi for a short work assignment. The city felt different, louder, warmer, more alive. It felt like a fresh start, a new environment where nobody knew her story. On her second night, her colleagues invited her to a popular lounge. The music was vibrant, laughter filled the air, and for the first time in months, Amma felt light, free. That's when she met Nana K. He was confident, stylish, and had the kind of voice that made people listen when he spoke. He offered to buy her a drink, and soon they were talking like old friends. He told her she was beautiful, that her energy was rare, that he could tell she was wife material. Those words did something to her. Over the next few days, Nana K became her Kumasi companion. He showed her the best restaurants, the hidden chill spots, the late-night walkie joints. He held her hand in public. He called her every morning. Amma began to believe again. But subtle things started to bother her. He avoided questions about his past. He became possessive quickly, and whenever she tried to talk about emotions, he changed the subject to physical attraction. One evening, while scrolling through social media, Amma froze. There it was, a picture of Nana K with another woman. The caption read, "My forever." Her chest tightened. When she confronted him, he laughed, actually laughed. "You're taking things too seriously," he said casually. "We're just enjoying the moment." Just enjoying the moment. That phrase shattered something inside her. She spent the night crying in her hotel room, feeling foolish, used, and exhausted. Why did this keep happening? Why did her search for love always lead her to pain? The next morning, she packed her bags and left Kumasi early, but as the bus drove away, Amma stared out the window and whispered to herself, "There must be more than this." And somewhere deep inside her, a quiet voice replied, "There is, but you're looking in the wrong places." Cape Coast welcomed Amma with ocean breeze and crashing waves. She had taken leave from work, telling everyone she needed rest, but the truth was deeper than exhaustion. She needed to escape from memories, from disappointment, from herself. She rented a small room near the beach. Every morning she walked barefoot along the shore, letting the waves kiss her feet while her thoughts wandered. Here she met Kweku. Kweku was different, or so she thought. He was a tour guide who spoke passionately about history, culture, and purpose. He didn't flirt aggressively. He listened, truly listened. They spent hours talking about life, dreams, and brokenness. For the first time, Amma opened up about her past, and for the first time, someone didn't run. But emotional closeness can be dangerous when wounds are still open. Amma began to depend on Kweku emotionally. His presence became her comfort. His voice became her peace. She convinced herself that maybe this gentle connection was love. Until one evening, during a conversation, Kweku admitted something that changed everything. "I'm still healing from my ex," he said quietly. "I don't think I'm ready for anything serious." The words were honest, but they still hurt. Amma realized something painful. She had once again attached herself to someone emotionally unavailable. Different face, same ending. That night, she sat by the shore alone, tears mixing with the ocean breeze. And for the first time, instead of blaming others, she asked herself the hardest question of all. Why do I keep choosing this? Amma returned to Accra, a changed woman, quieter, more thoughtful. She stopped dating, stopped searching, stopped replying to late-night, "Hey, stranger," texts. Instead, she started journaling. Every night, she poured her thoughts onto paper, her fears, her patterns, her wounds. She began to see truths she had avoided for years. She feared being alone. She tied her worth to attention. She ignored red flags because she wanted affection. It was painful, but it was honest. She started attending personal development workshops. One session changed her deeply. The speaker said, "You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are." Those words hit Amma like thunder. Maybe love wasn't something she needed to chase. Maybe it was something she needed to be ready for. So she shifted her focus. She started going to the gym, learning new skills, investing in her career, building her confidence, healing her childhood wounds, setting boundaries. Slowly, she began to fall in love, not with another person, but with her own growth. And that changed everything.
One afternoon, Amma visited her hometown in the eastern region. The air felt nostalgic, familiar, safe. She visited her old secondary school and sat beneath the mango tree where she used to read books and dream about the future. Back then, her dreams weren't about love, they were about purpose, impact, becoming someone meaningful. Somewhere along the way, she had lost that version of herself. But now, sitting beneath that tree, she felt something awaken again. A little girl with big dreams. A girl who didn't need validation. A girl who believed in her own worth. Amma smiled softly. "I'm coming back for you," she whispered to her younger self. And for the first time, the journey no longer felt like a search for love, but a return to self. Healing is not a straight line. Some nights, Amma still felt the ache, the silence of her room, the absence of someone to talk to, the temptation to text old flames. One night, her phone buzzed. It was Kojo, her ex. "Hey, I've been thinking about you lately." Her heart skipped. Old emotions stirred, but instead of responding immediately, she paused. She reread his message. She asked herself one simple question. Does this align with the woman I am becoming? The answer was clear. She deleted the message, and in that moment, Amma didn't feel lonely. She felt powerful. Months later, Amma received a job opportunity in Takoradi, a promotion, a new environment, a fresh chapter. She accepted. Takoradi brought new routines, new friendships, and new energy. People noticed her confidence. Her aura had changed. She no longer sought attention. She attracted respect. It was there she met Daniel. He didn't rush, didn't overpromise, didn't play games. He was consistent, honest, emotionally present. But this time, Amma didn't fall head first. She took her time. She observed, she maintained boundaries, she stayed grounded in her self-worth. And something beautiful happened. For once, love didn't feel chaotic, it felt peaceful. As their connection grew, so did Amma's fear. What if this ends like the others? What if she gets hurt again? One evening, she almost sabotaged things, pulling away, becoming distant. But instead of running, she chose honesty. She told Daniel about her fears, her past, her healing journey. Instead of being scared away, he held space for her story. "I'm not here to replace your healing," he said gently. "I'm here to walk with you, not ahead of you." Amma cried that night, not from pain, but from relief. Time passed, seasons changed, and slowly, steadily, Amma experienced a kind of love she had never known before. No manipulation, no anxiety, no confusion, just consistency, respect, mutual effort. She realized something profound. Real love does not drain you, it nourishes you. And the most beautiful part? She would have been okay even without it, because she had already found herself. 1 year later, Amma sat on another rooftop, this time in Takoradi, watching the sunset. Daniel sat beside her, silent but present. She smiled, not because she had found love in someone else, but because she had found love within herself first. Her journey had taken her across cities, through heartbreaks, through self-discovery, and into healing. And in the end, she understood the truth. Love is not something you chase. Love is something you become ready for. And when you are ready, it finds you.